Forget the glossy store-bought raised beds that promise premium yields. They look neat in photos, but most of them drain your wallet faster than they grow your crops. Here's a truth seasoned gardeners know well. The best raised beds don't come from the store. They come from the ground beneath your feet. With just a few cheap natural materials, you can build a raised bed that's richer, more fertile, and longer lasting than anything you'll find on a shelf. Today, let's make one together. The kind that feeds your soil, instead of starving your savings. Those pre-made kits might look like a gardener's dream, but most are shallow, overpriced, and built with treated wood that eventually rots or leaches chemicals into the soil. Even galvanized metal beds heat up too quickly, stressing your plant roots during hot days. You end up with an expensive container, not a living bed. True raised beds should mimic the natural processes of the forest floor. Layers of organic matter breaking down slowly, enriching the soil from within. That's what we're building here, a living raised bed that costs next to nothing and outperforms the fancy ones every single season. What makes this cheap raised bed so powerful is its structure. You're not just dumping soil into a box, you're creating a miniature composting ecosystem right where your plants grow. Think of it as building a lasagna of life. Each layer feeds the next, breaking down into nutrient-rich humus that keeps your plants thriving year after year. So, to get started, begin by marking the area where you want your raised bed. There's no need for wood, nails, or metal here. The earth itself becomes your boundary. Just flatten or lightly dig the area so it's level and ready to receive the layers. Now, your first layer is what will hold moisture and attract the underground workforce, worms and microbes. You'll want to use cardboard or thick newspaper to smother any weeds below. This base will slowly decompose, drawing worms up and creating aeration channels. Go ahead and water the cardboard well until it's soaked through. About 3 liters of water per square meter should be enough to soften it and start the breakdown process. Next, on top of that, add a layer of woody material, small branches, sticks or dry twigs about 6 inches thick. This mimics the rotting logs of a forest floor, holding moisture while providing long-term structure to your bed. As it decomposes, it releases slow nutrients and keeps your bed breathing. Next comes the secret sauce, the nutrient powerhouse. You'll want about 4 to 6 inches of manure, compost, or even partially decomposed kitchen waste. Cow, goat, or rabbit manure works great here. If you only have raw manure, mix it with some dry leaves or shredded cardboard to balance the nitrogen and avoid burning roots. Here's a powerful natural booster you can add at this stage, rice water fertilizer. It's a traditional formula rich in beneficial microbes that speed up decomposition and boost soil life. To make it, soak 1 cup of uncooked rice in 2 liters of water, stir thoroughly for 30 seconds, and strain the liquid. Mix this strained water with 8 liters of clean water before applying it evenly across the nutrient layer. This microbial inoculation kickstarts the natural fermentation and builds a thriving soil ecosystem right from the start. Once your manure layer is in place, top it with 6 to 8 inches of green material, fresh grass clippings, green leaves, or garden trimmings. This layer adds nitrogen, which balances the carbon-heavy materials below. Water it again generously, about 4 liters per square meter. To ensure everything stays damp but not soggy. Moisture activates microbial activity, helping the layers blend and begin their slow transformation into rich, black humus. Then add a brown layer, dried leaves, straw, shredded cardboard, or sawdust. This acts as your compost blanket, keeping the moisture in and preventing foul smells. Think of it as the natural mulch of your raised bed. Finally, top it all off with 8 to 10 inches of good topsoil or mature compost. If your soil is heavy clay, mix in a little sand or perlite to improve drainage. If it's sandy, add more compost to boost water retention. The top layer is where your roots will first grow, so it should be soft, crumbly, and rich in organic matter. To supercharge this layer, you can drench it with a natural soil tonic made by mixing 1 tablespoon of molasses and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in 4 liters of water. This not only feeds beneficial microbes but also helps balance soil pH and boost root health. Pour it evenly across your bed before planting. Unlike wooden or metal raised beds that degrade over time, this one gets better every year. The materials slowly break down, creating a self-composting structure that feeds your plants continuously. Worms and microbes do the heavy lifting underground, turning every inch into a sponge for nutrients and moisture. You'll notice your plants growing stronger, your soil smelling sweeter, and your watering needs dropping dramatically. This kind of bed doesn't just grow plants, it grows soil. After one season, you'll start to see the deep, dark, crumbly structure that gardeners dream of. And the best part? You never have to dismantle it. Just top it up with new layers of compost or mulch at the end of each season, and it keeps regenerating naturally. Aside from the huge savings, this natural raised bed eliminates one of the biggest issues in modern gardening: dead soil. Most store-bought setups rely on sterile potting mix, which looks rich but lacks life. Without biology, you're forced to add synthetic fertilizers every few weeks. This DIY bed flips that script. It's alive from the very beginning, constantly feeding itself. Your plants will have access to a full spectrum of nutrients, not just NPK. The microbes break down organic matter into plant-available food. The decomposing woody layer holds moisture during dry spells. And because the bed breathes naturally, roots grow deeper and stronger, resisting drought and disease far better than they would in any boxed setup. To maintain your living raised bed, you only need to mimic nature. After harvesting, lay down another thin layer of mulch, dried leaves, grass, or compost, and water lightly. If you notice the bed sinking over time, that's a good sign. It means the material is decomposing beautifully. Simply add another 2 to 3 inches of compost or topsoil each year, and your bed will remain fertile indefinitely. You can even rotate crops seasonally to maximize yields. Root crops like carrots and potatoes thrive after leafy greens, while nitrogen-fixing plants like beans and peas rejuvenate the soil naturally. Every crop plays a role in keeping your ecosystem balanced. So, before you rush to buy another overpriced raised bed, give this living one a try. It's simple, affordable, and far more rewarding. Every shovel of material you layer is an investment in soil health that pays off for years to come. You'll not only grow stronger plants, but also build a thriving ecosystem right in your backyard. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Master Gardener for more real, science-backed gardening wisdom. Hit that like button, share this video with fellow gardeners, and help others stop wasting money on store-bought beds when nature's best is right at home, waiting to be built.